There's I think a little story that it sums up what any teacher's job is. It certainly sums up what Jesus was up to in these stories. And I think it also is a good metaphor for how we help anyone. And it is that there's a man walking along the street and he falls in a hole. And it's dark down there and the sides are vertical and he can't get out of the hole. And so he calls up and a physician is walking along. And he says, "Can you help me get out of this hole?" And the physician says, "Yeah." And he writes a prescription. And he flows it down to the man in the hole. And the priest walks by and he says, "Can you help me get out of the hole?" And the priest says, "Oh, yeah." And he writes down some prayers. And he throws that in the hole. And then he's walking. And then his friend is walking along. And he hears him calling from the hole. And he says, "Can you help me get out of the hole?" And he says, "Yeah." And his friend jumps into the hole. And he looks over at his friends and he goes, "Why did you jump in the hole? Now we'll never get out." And his friend said, "I once fell into a hole too, and I know the way out." So I think of that when I think of the Jesus story, throwing himself into the hole, throwing himself into the world because he knows he can point the way out.